Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Hi, I'm Ashley Schweinhart from Tree Trekkers Frederick, and you are watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, January 7th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Wow, I am telling you, the sun coming through and reflecting off the snow and the ice. Boy, I hope it's okay out there. I know the kiddos have another day off of school if you're in Frederick County. And, well, hopefully you got a chance to sleep in this morning. Hopefully the roads are okay. If you've been out and about, let me know how the roads are. Good morning, Tara. Good morning. Great to see you back on the show and commenting. Means you're up and about. I've seen the puppies. Oh, goodness gracious. Absolutely adorable. All right, let's talk about what is happening today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Bob Miller, Chris Michaels will be on from WFMD's Morning News Express, talking about our local news, weather, and sports. We're going to go over what's happening in Frederick. Also, and I forgot to include it on here, we missed Pawsome Pets yesterday, so I will be running that today because we have Dundee, who's a terrier cross, who will be featured today. And also, we're going to talk with the ladies from AARCH, Rose and Barbara, about the 7 honorees who were selected for the African Americans of Excellence, which is coming February 5th. And I encourage you to purchase your tickets now, just $15 each, to have a night of inspiration. And good morning to Mama Cone. Good morning to you. And then also, obviously, as we've been saying, donating all the proceeds from Good Morning Frederick merch to Andrea's house in January. So you got to stop by the Home of Everything Frederick. The shop is open Thursdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. And pick up your Good Morning Frederick merch, like stickers, tattoos. Well, we do have tattoos, but I don't have them in the shop for sale yet. We got magnets and hats and fleece and T-shirts and beanies and all that good stuff, chapsticks and pins, even just a couple of dollars. You throw down a couple of dollars, you get something kind of cool, and Andrea's house is going to get that proceed, which is pretty cool. And we would love to give them a nice check. And I need to check my Venmo on how December went. I'm sure Angie's gotten it in there. So I will update you guys from last month for Blessings in a Backpack. All right, let's go ahead. We will get this Tuesday morning started. I'm telling you, when you have off a day, it really does get everything all mixed up. So hopefully, as I said, you're able to stay home today and not worry too much about going anywhere. All right, here we go. Good morning, Frederick. All right. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Heart Home Solutions, your solution for all your home remodeling needs. Basement refinishing, new kitchen or bath, those are their favorite jobs. If you're selling and maybe you need to freshen things up, or maybe you just purchased a home and you need some changes before you move in, Heart Home Solutions can help with all of those jobs, even smaller jobs like they did for me, but they prefer those big remodeling jobs. Heart, H-A-R-T, hearthomesolutions.com, veteran owned, locally owned. Reach out and contact them today, even if you're just thinking about a job that you would like done. All right, I just looked. Of course, Angela took care of me. $342 you guys raised by purchasing Good Morning Frederick merch for from December. That's, I think, one of our biggest months. I think that is one of our biggest months for sure. So appreciate you guys 100% for going in and buying the stuff so that these organizations benefit. So we will be getting a check to Blessings in a Backpack, which I love. That's so phenomenal. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to get started. I think Bob's just clicked in, so we'll go ahead and get started with Bob and Chris. Well, good morning.
Well, a howdy do to you, young lady.
How are you?
You know what? Every day's a holiday, every meal's a banquet.
I love it. Yes,
And,
for sure.
I got the wrong hat on. I'm sorry. It's not everything Frederick. I can't. I'm under contractual obligations. I'm only supposed to wear that hat. I am so sorry.
It is all good. It is all good. No problems there. No problems there. We'll just dock your pay a little bit.
You know what? Join the list of people who want to take a piece of me, of my money. Hey, did you go tobogganing? Do you have? I was asking this question. I don't know how many people actually have an old-fashioned wooden toboggan anymore.
Oh, well, no, I don't know anyone who's got one either. Yeah, I don't even know anybody who's got one of those old-timey sleds except for display purposes. My dad's got one, but it's only for display.
Right? It's like, oh, this is what I rode when I was a kid, and they don't have them anymore.
Yeah, I know. Chris, we were just talking about going sledding or tobogganing on an old-timey toboggan. Do you know anybody who's got one?
No, but we were talking about that this morning, and I meant to, when we were talking about it, Bob, I meant to tell you because we had to go to a break. I have not seen a toboggan in any store around here. I mean, of course, I don't go looking for it, but during Christmas, I do not. I see those little cheap, I don't even know if you call them a sled. They're these little cheap things with handles that you ride on.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you call them.
They're plastic, which is,
yeah.
You know, we used to have, it was like, you know, if you were really rich, you had like the 6-person toboggan. If not, then you had the 4-person or the 2-person toboggan. I think we had the 4, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe more. But yeah, and then when we really got cool, my cousin who used to work for my dad from Indiana, his name is Jeff. We hooked it up to the back of the tractor, and then would pull it. The tractor had chains on it and stuff, so we would pull the toboggan behind the tractor going up and down the lane.
Nice.
So it was always fun until the tractor stopped and you ran into the back of the tractor. Which,
we were too poor to we couldn't afford a sleigh or a toboggan. So what we would do is we'd wait till my Uncle Nunzio had a little too much to drink, and then we flip him over and go on his back and ride him down the hills. Old Uncle Nuns, man, he would go extremely fast depending on what he drank.
No, I thought you were going to say you put shoe boxes on your feet, grabbed onto a bumper going down,
There you go.
Broadway or whatever,
Yep.
or wherever you lived in Yonkers or something. But yeah.
So there you
I
go.
love it.
Uncle
I
Nunzio,
love
may
it.
he rest in peace. Yep.
Where are the big sledding hills now, Chris? You've got kids. Do you take them someplace to go sledding?
Really, honestly, Danny, I don't, because we haven't gotten the real large amount of snow since my youngest daughter was born to go sledding. I will say though, for my oldest, when we lived over in and I know you're familiar with Whittier, when we lived over in Whittier, there were some hills we would go down, and heck, a lot of the townhouses in Whittier have hills in the front that you can actually slide down. But there are some hills in Whittier we would go on, but nothing major.
Woodsboro Park.
That's
Oh
what we should
yeah,
get.
that's a
good idea.
huge hill.
Yep. And Heath Barnes, the Burgess over there, posted yesterday that there was a lot of people on that hill. Now, the hard part is walking back up the hill. The easy part, sliding back down the hill. So
yeah,
it's a good way to wear the kids out, though.
Right? And then and it's funny because my grandchildren, they live down there in Baltimore now. This was their first major snow that they've ever seen in their lives. So they were loving life. They've never seen it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's great for the first couple of times when you're a kid. And then my daughter, bless her heart, she said this, and it just made me, she said, I brought him inside. I'm making him grilled cheese sandwiches and Sunday school soup, just like you made us, Mom. And I was like, oh, I was like,
traditions.
Yes, and she
live
said the
on.
same thing. It was tradition. I'm like, well, we had gloves for you kids. They didn't have any gloves because they moved up from Florida. This is not something they're used to yet. So they gotta get the mittens. And I'm like, honey, you didn't buy mittens already, have you? She goes, no, but they're in my cart.
There you go. Yeah. I remember as a kid, though, you to get dressed to go out to play in the snow, you'd be sweating before you go out. And when you come in and you're frozen and you got all the little frozen, ice all over you, and it's just like stripping off and throwing everything down on the floor on the way in. Oh, yeah,
Right.
just fun.
And then, as a parent, you sit there and you're like, okay, and then you think and then 10 minutes later, like, we want to go back outside again, which takes about another hour to get them all bundled back up again. And then they're like out for 10 minutes, if not, less than that. And they're like, oh, I'm cold. I want to go back in.
Exactly.
Bob, at that point when my wife's away and she's out working, I'm watching the kids. At that point, I say, just go outside, forget the coats, all that stuff. Soon enough, you'll freeze or go your own off. You'll just come right back in anyway. So let me give a little more parenting advice, by the way. Another way to tire your kids out, okay, is to just have them shovel all the snow. And there you go. For more parenting advice, follow Cruz and Chris on Facebook. And then
yeah. That lasts about 2 minutes when you say, hey, go out. Why don't you clear the cars off? Or why don't you do this? So, yeah, no.
Well,
I think
today...
Go ahead, Chris.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead, Bob.
Well, I was just saying, I was talking to people and they were showing, I saw like these little hacks online, where like people would put down, I don't know, sheets of plastic on their steps and stuff, or on their car, and all they had to do was just yank it off and all the snow would come right off. I'm like, well, that's ingenious.
I asked my husband if we should do that the night before it started snowing for the dog so that there would be a patch of grass, but he's like, nah. And she didn't. He actually shoveled a little area and she went over into the snow anyway. So there you go.
I had taken my snowblower and I have gone through the grass, so the dogs have had a path to walk from the front of the house to the back of the house and a place to go to the bathroom. Absolutely. Yeah. The things we do for our pets.
That's right.
Unless you're my dog, you just go in the house whenever you want to. Apparently, you let them outside, spend about 20 minutes out there with them. They run around, chew sticks, chase things, go back inside and poop inside.
My Uncle Charlie used to do that too.
You didn't stay out long enough at the puppy training stage.
20 minutes? How much long? I'm thinking maybe when we get him fixed, certain things aren't hanging under the snow and it's not freezing, then maybe he'll go outside. I don't know. I give up. Don't follow me for pet parenting advice because apparently I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Anyway.
No. I think we have to uncover because there is no sports. So I will take my sports time to mention the fact that Chris Michaels, we talked about this yesterday, has been given the challenge of watching movies for the children of Frederick County, and he gave us a bad review on one of the best movies in the world, and Shawshank Redemption. He did not like it.
He did not like it.
No, I don't understand it.
We're still questioning how we love this guy so much, and he hated. He said the movie was boring, Bob.
Boring. Well, he did mention after that on the air that he wasn't intellectual enough to understand the movie. He couldn't understand why he was asking for the rock hammer and things of that nature. But now he understands. So get living or get dying.
I did have to rewind it a couple of times to understand some of the intelligent points, but me and Danny actually had this discussion yesterday, and to prove my lack of intelligence, Danny used words I had no clue what the heck she was talking about. One of the words I thought was something that you get, in your 40s, done by the doctor. I can't recall what the word is, but she's using big words. What was it?
Colloquial.
No, there was another one that I think that you used. But
vernacular?
Anyway.
Vernacular was the other one.
Maybe it was the first one then. But so trying to figure out the words, having a conversation with Danny, I always have to Google things because she says these words. I don't know what they're, but yes, I thought I found it to be, just call me Cisco and Ebert. I found it to be extremely boring. There was look, the only reason why I watched it, Bob, was because I saw it was a movie about jail. So I figured there'd be some awesome fights, some bloodshed, some stabbings. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only fight I saw was a fight with the sisters, which I'm not going to get into, just so you know I was watching the movie, and that was the only fight I saw and was not impressed. So, no, I did not like the movie at all.
Yeah, hey, I understand. It was only nominated for Best Actor in a Lead Role, Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, Best Picture, Best Sound, Best Writing, Screenplay. Hey, don't worry about that. It was all nominated for all that, but it was boring. It was boring. And vernacular is how you talk, brother.
But it wasn't as good as my favorite movie I've seen over and over again, Dumb and Dumber. I don't care what anybody says.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gracious. Well, it's for the kids, so you're going to have to suffer through some of these other ones too. But we love everybody that's jumped on board, and I've encouraged my Good Morning Frederick viewers to look at the list and throw $1 in a jar this year as you watch some of these classic movies, and save it for the first week of December for Christmas Cash for Kids.
Well, we got to pick his next movie.
Yeah.
Did we do? You said you wanted to do a baseball movie because somebody said they'll give $5 for every baseball movie he's right.
Yeah, Rick Wilson.
Rick Wilson.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I wasn't aware of the rules being changed to where you picked the movie. I thought I picked the movie.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let me get that list of rules over here. That
you didn't like Shawshank Redemption. You have got to be educated, as Tim May would say. You've got to be educated on these movies.
That's a word I understand. Finally, thank you, Bob. A word that I understand. Whew, jeez. Okay. Well, the two of you go ahead and discuss what movie you want to pick out. While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and read the local news that's going on here. The Maryland budget deficit expected to be the biggest issue in the 2025 General Assembly session. General Assembly will gavel into session on Wednesday, January 8th at noon. Frederick County Delegate Jesse Pippy says the biggest issue facing lawmakers this year is the budget. Isn't that always the biggest issue when it comes to things like that? It's always the budget. We were talking about Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who I know that's not Frederick, who resigned, and part of it is because, well, the money over there in Canada, the economy. Whoops, I just lost my page here. Okay, getting back to other local news here. Detectives Detectives investigate Veers Mill Road auto theft. Surveillance photos of the suspect were released. That was a 2013 Hyundai Elantra. Is it just me, or does it seem like a lot of these Hyundais get broken into? I have one also, so I'm a little worried about that. But if you head to our website at wfmd.com, you'll see the photos of the suspect in that theft. They released the surveillance photos. They showed the two suspects were walking through the parking garage at the Wheaton Mall. Here's a piece of advice. If you have a car, don't go to the Wheaton Mall. As a matter of fact, stay out of Wheaton, maybe PG County in general. I'm just kidding. For those who are in PG County, I love PG County. I'm just joking. So there you go. And taking a look at the weather, partly cloudy. It is going to be windy. Danny and Bob, we're talking about 20 to 30 miles per hour winds. I heard up to possibly 40-mile-an-hour winds. And people like me and Danny, who have that long, beautiful hair, have to be careful that it doesn't get blown in the wind. It's going to be a low of 21, high of 33 today. Tomorrow, high of 30 and a low of 19. It's going to be windy again tomorrow. And I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward to Saturday. I hate to say this, but it looks like we might get some snow on Saturday. I heard of a possible snowstorm. Again, it's too early to know totals right now, or if there will be a snowstorm. But from what I see, we might be getting snow. So just saying, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm always the bearer of bad news. Why not talk about possible snow on Saturday? And there you go.
All right.
Oh, wait, one more thing. I'm sorry. For all our update closings, head to WFMD.com. I've been reading them all day, so I can't do it anymore. School closings and governmental closings, all that stuff over there. I'm sorry about that.
Well, if you haven't figured out something is closed or school's closed by now, you were late anyway. So there you go.
Yeah. According to remember the great Grundoon, you remember Tommy Grunwell? And
Yeah.
he would get on the air and go, "Don't call me anymore. Schools are closed."
That is freaking awesome.
Yeah, hey,
oh my God, that is great.
You can only do that if you're the great Grundoon. So there you go.
Yeah, and only back then, actually.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So how about? I think he mentioned this earlier. Grease. It's not one of my favorite movies, but
yeah,
he can watch Grease.
His wife will enjoy it, and the kids can watch it, and that's a good one. And yeah, I think we need to just kind of recalibrate Chris and get him back to maybe something about Mary, or some of those comedies that are on there. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, all those would be
Wait, something about Mary. That sounds like is that a religious one to watch?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay,
it's,
I can do a little religious.
Oh, you know what? There's another. Oh gosh, now it just left my mind. That's not on the list, and it's really not appropriate, but it is coming up Easter time. The Passion of the Christ.
Oh, I saw that, Bob. I saw
you
that.
Did?
I took my grandmother. May God rest her soul. I took my grandmother because my grandmother, Italian lady, very religious, always, with the cross, and the crosses all over the house and all that stuff. So I took her to see the movie, and I was so scared because I heard when it came out in the movie theater. I took her, as a matter of fact, and I was so scared because I heard it was a very rough movie, and I was afraid she was going to have a heart attack because she was older. But she sat through it, man, and she bawled. That was, I would venture to say that movie might have been just as tough as Saving Private Ryan, maybe in a different way, I guess, but it was a tough movie to see. But I did see that movie.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. So Grease, The Princess Bride. And if you want, and if you want to watch a comedy or a fantasy movie, the Commanders against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay, now you
Look
you
at that.
didn't get. I like it. I like how you come in on Tuesday with that. Not so close to the Sunday smacking. So there you go.
Yeah, well,
So- Look, I'm going to throw something out there, Danny, for all your viewers, okay? I'm going to do what we call something extra, okay? For those that donate a little extra money here to Christmas Cash for Kids, okay? Since I think we settled on Greece. What I'll do is if you donate a few extra bucks to Christmas Cash for Kids, what I will do is on Good Morning Frederick, I'll do some of the Grease dance moves.
Oh
What do you
boy.
think? Huh? Yeah.
I'll give extra so he doesn't.
Yeah.
That'll work too. That'll work too. Extra. I won't do
How do
it.
you
There
know
go.
how do you know it's a musical?
Well, everybody knows that Grease is a musical.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I just never
That's
seen
because
it.
most people have seen it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I guess he hasn't lived under a rock all these years. He just hasn't watched the movies. So there you go. All right.
There
Well,
you
you
go.
gentlemen have a great day. We will see
Thank
you
you, Danny.
tomorrow.
Hopefully there'll be, hopefully we'll get back to school so we can have some high school basketball, some wrestling, some other things going on, and some other
Yes.
sports. I mean, it's kind of hard when nobody's ever, able to play anything. So
They're gonna have to double up
Yeah.
if they keep missing. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right.
Have a great day. Good
You
morning,
too.
Frederick.
All right. Want to thank those gentlemen for joining us every single day. Oh, that's a good one, Mama Cone. The Sting. I don't think we put that on the list. Might have to add that. I got to look. I can't even remember now because now we're well over 200 movies on the list. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with what's happening in Frederick. Then we're going to do Pawsome Pets and we're going to talk to the ladies from AARCH. All of that comes up just after these messages.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation. Happening in Frederick. Let's go do that right now. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza off Route 40 in Frederick, and Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same great quality food at a great price as Taco Bar, but Taquito has a drive-through experience. So convenient, so easy. You don't even need to get out of your car, which on a day like today makes it fantastic. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com for information there. Okay, let's go ahead and check out some of the highlighted events that I've got here. But of course, you can look at the full list of events if you go to promocircus.com, click on Everything Frederick Live, and then you'll see calendar of events. Or if you look in the description of the video you're watching right now, you should see a clickable link. All right, want a free scratch off? Happy to give that to you. All you have to do is text the word GIFT, GIFT, to 888-465-2944. And I'm going to give you a Maryland Lottery scratch off thanks to the Maryland Lottery. Of course, you need to be 18 or older for that. And one scratch off per cell number. But What I'm going to do when you text the word gift is I'm going to say, hey, you need to go pick your lottery scratch off. Pick it up at the Home of Everything Frederick, which is 401 North Market Street. And when you go to pick up your free Maryland Lottery scratch off, you can go ahead and pull a number off the wall, show the person behind the counter that you've texted and you subscribe to YouTube, and that number is going to give you another prize for free. It could be Good Morning Frederick merch. It could be stickers, tattoos, pins, chapsticks. It could be a $100 gift card. It could be dinner for two at Texas Roadhouse as well. Lots of prizes still there, and we will do this through January 12th. Okay, I said the 13th, but the 13th is a Monday, and the shop is closed on Monday. And then the 14th is our 200th show. So through the 12th, you can do that. Okay, today is January 7th. Ignore the high school sports because they are not throughout the county because schools are closed. And I would also check the Emmitsburg Library opening at 6:30. They have this winter fairy garden workshop for teens. Just make sure they are still there. Also, 3 o'clock today, the Mental Health Association of Frederick celebrates its 60th year. Tomorrow, there is a Board of Education meeting. If you've always said, hey, I want to get involved and know what's happening with the schools, and I encourage you to do so, you're going to want to head to the Board of Education meeting. I believe they are still on tonight. Again, you're going to want to check all of the, tomorrow. Board of Education meeting is tomorrow, so make sure you check just in case the weather is bad. 7 o'clock, Poorhouse Trivia at Rack, Memories Charcoal House, Bellas' Sports Bar, and Rockwell Brewery Riverside. If you love trivia, I suggest you head to one of those places and play. On Thursday, Key City Rotary is having its monthly meeting. So we meet on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month, I believe that is. You can come be my guest if you would like. 7:30, Great Expectations is playing at the Weinberg. And at 8, a real rap show at Rockwell Riverside. That is free. It is a 21 and up event. On Friday, you can take one of the last trips on the Maryland double deckers. That is going through downtown Frederick, looking at the beautiful lights. Or how about Poorhouse Trivia at 6 o'clock at South Mountain on Carroll Creek? Or you can play at 7 at the Whistle Stop Restaurant, which is at Adventure Park. Or you can head to the links at Chaladon. At 7, it is Gratitude and Unconditional Love Meditation at the Center Sound, Mind, and Body. Or you can watch UMD's Maryland basketball. You can head down to the Xfinity Center for that. On Saturday, how about, let's see, what do they got? We've got, the CPR class, 8:30 to 4 p.m. at FCC's Monroe campus, which is just near the fairgrounds. You can head over there for that. At 10, if you think your dog would be applicable for Wags for Hope, there is an orientation at Tally Rec Center you can attend at 10 a.m. on Saturday. 11 to 3, how about a free slice of pizza? You can get one at Rosati's on West 7th Street. You just got to tell them Good Morning Frederick sent you. 11 to 3 p.m., you can get a free slice of pizza at Rosati. So you're going to want to head over there. 12 noon, it's a good energy day retreat at the Cozy Castle in Imesville. That should be fun too. Of course, if we get more snow, you're going to want to check to make sure all of those things are still happening. On Sunday, it's the Brunswick Pop-Up Market on West Potomac Street. And again, this would be the final Maryland Double Deckers Lights Tour happening until spring. Last Maryland Double Deckers tour until spring. And then 7, it's Comedy Sunday at Cellar Door, which should be fun. 7 p.m. You see there, it is $15 ticket and 2-item minimum to attend that. Coming soon. Oh, we got a lot of coming soon. I said earlier, I think in the year, things will slow down after the new year and January and February is typically slow. There are no shortage of events going on in our town of Frederick. I mean, I'm telling you, there's always something happening, which I love. The 14th, of course, it is the 200th show you're going to want to watch live. Mark your calendar, 8 to 10 a.m., special 2-hour 200th show broadcast. Then the 16th, there is trivia. If you're single, come be ready to mingle at the Home of Everything Frederick at 6 o'clock on the 16th. We're going to be doing some fun trivia. On the 18th, again, free pizza slice at Rosati's on 7th Street. And on the 21st, The Price is Right is live at the Weinberg. You want to get your tickets for that. February 1st, again, CPR class at FCC's Monroe Center. If you need to be certified, you're going to want to head to that. February 5th, 6 to 8 p.m., African Americans of Excellence exhibit. It's the kickoff at the Weinberg. Tickets are on sale now, just $15. Just about 200 tickets have been sold, which is awesome. And you can also, if you can't attend, but you want to support this event, you can donate $150 and kids will be selected with their families to attend the show in your name or the exhibit kickoff. And then February 8th, it's the Bootleggers Ball at McClintock, 21 and up there for that. January 14th to 17th, it is the Winter Grief Retreat at Thorpe Woods Mountain Property presented by the Umbrella Project. It is for adults 18 and up. It is a really great program. They have a lot of these grief type retreats going on with hikes and things like that, run by licensed counselors. We're going to talk with some of the people involved coming up here soon. But if you or someone you know who's over 18 is struggling with grief right now, this could be something that could help you. February 15th, it is the Hyperlocal Brew Fest at the Frederick Fairgrounds, noon to 7 p.m. Tickets are $8 in advance, $12 at the door. On the 20th, it is Critters on the Catwalk at Warehouse Cinemas, calling it a happy hour fundraiser for friends of our Frederick County Animal Shelter, 6 to 8 p.m. on the 20th. March 5th, we are back at Warehouse Cinemas for the African Americans of Excellence exhibit reception and auction. There will be a live and online auction where you can purchase the artwork created for this event. And on March 15th, it is the 20th annual Retro Prom to benefit the Maryland Ensemble Theater. Whew, all right. Tons of stuff there. If you have an event you want included on the calendar, just email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com and we will get to it. All right. Let's go ahead and show you the Pawsome Pet for this week, Dundee. And if you are a local business, Pawsome Pets is available for sponsorship. And we would love to feature your company as the Pawsome Pets sponsor. But in the meantime, here is Dundee, today's Pawsome Pet.
Meet Dundee, this week's Pet of the Week. Dundee is a pint-sized pitty, and what he lacks in size, he makes up with his big personality. At only 7 months old, Dundee sees life as fun, and every moment is an opportunity to play. He is extremely outgoing and seems to like everyone he meets. When he is sitting still, he loves to be pet and will soak up any attention you are willing to give him. Dundee's exuberance leads him to believe that everything is a toy, so shelter staff and volunteers are helping him learn that leashes are not tug toys and hands are not to be mouthed. He is making progress, but he will benefit greatly from a home environment where he can settle into a consistent routine. Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Centers open Monday through Saturday. If you're interested in Dundee or any other animal to shelter, please make a reservation at visitfcac.as.me or give us a call at 301-600-1546 and we would be happy to make that reservation for you.
Oh my goodness. Isn't he sweet? Look at that little boopable nose. I love it. I love it. Well, if you're interested in Dundee, please visit fcac.as.me is the website, and you can check him out there. And yeah, we would love for Dundee to have a home. Well, maybe by the weekend if you can. All right, we're going to take another quick break. Then we're going to be back with the ladies from AARCH, and they're going to be talking about the selection of our African Americans of Excellence for this year, and that's coming up just after this.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Oh, yes. And they have made my Good Morning Frederick car, which is a 2013 Nissan Murano, run as good as it has since we purchased that car actually a few years ago for our son who's in college. And now it's my car. All right. A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also get you new windows and gutters and even build you a new patio or deck. Now is the time to start thinking about those projects you're going to want to do as soon as this weather clears, unless you're having an emergency right now. If your roof is leaking or siding is missing from your home because of the heavy winds, maybe today, maybe the other day, you're going to want to give Sandra a call to come on out and take care of that for you. 301-703-2157, or you can email Sandra info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, as a Good Morning Frederick viewer, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Okay, we are, let's do this, actually. Okay, we're going to get to the ladies from AARCH. Thanks to Pulling for Veterans, a nonprofit that educates the public on PTSD. Rent one of the Pulling for Veterans trailers starting at just $1 per hour. The trailer is filled with information about PTSD and how to help. Plus, each trailer honors a vet and acts as a rolling memorial. More details at pullingforveterans.org. All right. So Barbara and Rose are a member of an organization called AARCH, and they have been responsible for selecting the African Americans of Excellence since the beginning. Let's chat with them and see how they do it. Rose, can you please explain how you guys have selected? This would be the third year you have selected some of our community leaders to be honored each year.
Yes, so we were excited when Yemi asked us about this 3 years ago, and we've been doing it each year for him. It's not an easy task because there are many African Americans in Frederick who have contributed in different ways and in different areas to the community, and for their stories to be told it's so exciting. So what we've done is we've really started by just breaking into different categories, like maybe the arts, education, different areas where people participate in the community. And then we started listing people, and then that's where the big job comes in. But what we do is we do ask community members and people in the community, who do you think deserves this honor. So basically, that's how we've done it, and we try to give a balance between men and women and different ages. And this time we decided to add a couple of younger ones. So their stories to be told. It is just wonderful, and we're looking forward to it. Basically, that's how we put it together.
Yes. Now, is there an opportunity, or do you guys think the future of this exhibit will allow the community at large to nominate people to be honored?
You know, that's a wonderful suggestion. I think that's a good idea because it does become difficult because
Yeah.
so many in different areas people who have contributed, and sometimes their stories are well known and sometimes they're not well known. And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think it just might I think we might be able to do something with the new website we're launching for this event, that we can then take submissions that you guys can add to the list of people you may want to highlight for the honorees each year. Well,
that,
we appreciate both of you being a part of our community. We are so glad that this AARCH Society has been going for 20 years, and hopefully is reaching people, you know, who weren't aware of it before, that may decide to get involved and you know, become a greater part of our Frederick community. We know it's because of people like you that this is an awesome place to live
yes,
and work and be a part of. So we thank you for your tireless efforts in continuing to remind us what a great community we are.
we thank you for giving us
Thank
this opportunity.
you. Thank you for the opportunity for us to share.
Absolutely. Okay, ladies, thank you so much. All right. Want to thank them so much for all they do. And I do want to say it is very exciting that, and I'm going to pull my screen up here. So we have launched the website. It is AAOE Frederick.org. And, let me just see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Got to see. All right. So you can see the website here that we have put together, AAOEFrederick.org. You will see it is still a work in progress, but we are getting there. And you can see the events that we have, which we have the exhibit that will be on display starting February 6th. That'll be at Warehouse Cinemas. Then we'll have the auction and a reception and all that good stuff. But the one page I wanted you to see was the honorees. So the honorees for 2025 are Scott Ambush. And if you don't know Scott, I suggest you take a minute or two to look through the website. We have Cavante Duckett, and he was nominated this year. Earl Robbins, and I actually have done an interview with him, and we will be putting that on very soon. Dr. Denise Rollins, she is also one of the honorees. Gayon Sampson, and Dr. Renee Thomas Spencer, and Teresa Williams Harrison. Let me just tell you, I interviewed Teresa, and she is fascinating. But here at the bottom, you can see where you can nominate an honoree. So perhaps you know of someone that should be honored in the future, and you can do that there. And we want to thank, of course, all of the sponsors. Now, one of the biggest components of African Americans of Excellence, and coming very soon, this is not complete yet, but is the education program called Portraits with Purpose. And thanks to the Delaplane Foundation and Osherman Family Foundation, this will be a fully interactive and self-paced program, but it will have materials for both teachers and students. So across the country, really, people can participate by with the framework of this education program that is being put together. So that's very exciting as well. Very excited about this whole program. A lot of people are doing a lot of work right now, getting things together, and I'm so excited to be a part of it, and I can't wait until the event. February 5th at the Weinberg Center. You can buy your tickets at weinbergcenter.org, just $15 each. We would love to see you there. All right, we want to thank you so much for watching. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. We are still trying to build our subscribers. I think we're about at 1170. We would love to see that grow. Have an amazing day. If you are home, enjoy the time. Hopefully you don't have to shovel or anything. Get out there and let's be great